Morning guys, it's Sunday morning and we're in the centre of Keswick. Today I'm going to do a walk up to Walla Crag and hopefully onto Bleaberry Fell. This is a walk that you can do from Keswick town centre. As you can see, there's the Moot Hall in the centre of Keswick. Okay, so we're just going up past to the left of the Moot Hall and then we're going up this street up here. Okay, when you just get past up next to the Royal Oak, and in between there is yonder. If you ever want to get a coffee, pop in there, lovely coffees. Okay, so when you get to this road here, you basically want to keep going up. Okay, keep going up past the Alhambra cinema. It's a gorgeous cinema this, it's been kept original, which is really good. I've actually just had a recent renovation, so they've got 2 screens now. Okay, this is the turning right to Ambleside Road, just at the bottom, at the end of Ambleside Road and at the bottom of Manor Brow. So it's just a big hill you're going up there, so you want to just take a right here. And this is Springs Road. This is when you get your sort of first proper view of Walla Crag, and you start your feeling like you're getting out of the town. It's quite misty today. Hopefully we'll get some nice views on the top. You never know this time of year. Being a February, you could be clagged out and cloudy on the top, or it could be gorgeous and clear. At the moment, it's looking quite nice. Hopefully I'm not repeating myself. So you're on this road now until right to the end. You get to a farm and then take a cut through a gate. Okay, so we're coming to a bridge here. Basically you want to bear left here. This is Springs Farm. Quite a nice farm. It's got a little tea room up the top there. You'll go past. So you can actually stop here. There is some self-catering cottages, and it also is a working farm. So these are the tea rooms at the bottom of the Walla Crag. So if you're doing an out and back, you know, it's maybe a bit early to stop off for a tea, or maybe stop off for a tea, go to the top, come back and have another tea. Hartley's ice cream, local ice cream as well. Taste of the Western Lake District. So this is where you do actually feel like you're getting out of town, because you are. Castle Rig, Rakefoot, Walla Crag and Stone Circle. That's 3-4 more videos. Right, so this is coming up through Springs Wood. As you've guessed it, everything seems to be spring around here. I wonder if there's a spring. As you're climbing up through here, it's a nice sort of gentle climb up to the farm. The farm at the top there is Castle Rig Farm, and all you do is you follow this footpath all the way up through the woods. You meet a fence, follow the fence all the way up, and then you get to the road. Does my butt look big in this? Okay, this bit. There is two ways really. So the main way, which is the way we're going to go, we cut back on ourselves, and this is where we walk up past the fence. Should start getting some nice views there. This way cuts up through the campsite. It does get to the same road, but it's nowhere near as nice. It's a nice little bridge though. This one's new. They got washed away in 2015 floods. Okay, it's just coming out of the woods. We can see Walla Crag. A lot of people think it's this little peak here, but the viewpoint is actually just there. Okay, I think I covered this in another little vlog, but it was more of a run vlog. This antenna here feeds pretty much the whole of Keswick and the surrounding areas for mobile phone and TV, and probably these days internet. Let's see if we can do a meet and greet. Okay, so when you get to this bit here, you basically just keep going. There is a signpost that tells you Walla Crag that way, and you've got Great Wood going to the right there. So we want to be going straight ahead. This path does narrow a bit, and there's a little bit of a drop on the right hand side that you just want to be careful of. Just down there. Starting to get some nice views now. Getting a little bit higher. Can still see the antenna there. So this is coming up to the top of this path now. Again, it's just a little bit. Just watch this. These roots here in the wet. They can be a bit slippy, and you don't want to be going down there. Okay, as you cross the bridge, a little incline here and then through a gate. This gate is often open, so I don't think the farmer's too worried about it, but I always try and close it anyway. So when you're coming up to here, this is the road that takes you to Castle Rig campsite. If you go left, or if you stay in there, and you can cut all this out if you stay in there. This is the road that you take a right to and takes you to Walla Crag. At the end of the road here, you're going across this bridge. And then we've got a sign, Walla Crag 1 mile. So this is where the climbing starts. It's not the steepest section. We'll meet that bit. The steepest section is a bit of a grassy section, but this is when you start to see more views as well through the cuts in the walls. So if you can see some cows. Seems to be a cow day. cowie. That's a Cumbrian term. There we go. So there's the views, my head in the way, that you're going to get. You can see Bassenthwaite there, where you can't at the moment. It's there's an inversion and it's just covered in cloud. Walla Crag is about 300 metres. I'll put the proper height there. If anyone wants, I can put it in feet. I think I'm going to stick with the metres because I think that's the way all the maps are going as you're climbing up. If you turn around once in a while, you can see some views of Skidder and Lonsdale Fell on the right, just behind that tree there, and then this little hump here, Matrick. Okay, so this is a gate. Yes, this is a gate. Okay, so we've just come through that gate there, and then this is where it does kick up a little bit steeper. You've got a bit of a rocky path, and then you go around to the right. So from nowwards, basically following this wall, there is a different path off to the left that you can take, which is a bit more level. Quite common with cyclists. This path here has actually been changed recently. A local guy called Richard Gale, keen mountain biker, has proven that mountain bikers have been riding this for over 20 years and put a petition in and got a change of use. So if you're looking on an older map, it'll say footpath, but it's now classed as a bridle way. Okay, this is not the final climb, but the hardest part. Just coming up here, if you can just see the top there. Once you get over that top, it levels off, and yeah, it becomes much easier from there. So again, if you can just make up this bit, you'll be greeted with some gorgeous views. There we go. Starting to see a bit more now. Again, all that gubbins before, except we've got Blees, and in the clouds just over the front there you've got Blencathra. Okay, so basically all you do now, follow the wall, follow the path up. I won't bore you with me slogging my guts out getting up this hill. Some stunning views from here. Right, so when you come up to this little step here, this is where you're pretty much all the hard work's done, and you start getting views. So if you come close to the wall, you can actually see some lovely views. Let's see if we can get a bit closer. There we go. So that down there is Great Wood. Not Great Wood. See, lost it already. Castlehead Wood. Castlehead Crag, where I was before. Taking some pictures. That little wood there that's just poking out, that's the one that's right by the lake. And I never forget the name of that one because it's called Cockshot Wood. And then over just in the distance, the wood just coming out of the clouds there, Swinside. And again, Bass Lake still covered in cloud. And there's a guy, if you can spot him, let's see if we can use this soon. There's a guy just in the up at the top of the antenna there. That's probably why I did check my signal and it was a bit down. So yeah, probably doing a bit of work. So look at that view, isn't it lovely? I've seen this view so many times, but I just can't get enough of it. And It's just stunning. Every time I come up here it's different. Right, I've just got a bit of a puddle to go across here. Hopefully I don't fall in. There we go. Right, so this bit levels off here. We've got a little bit of an incline at the end, and then there's two ways you can go up to Walla Crag. So you can follow up by the wall, or you can hop over the stile and follow the footpath. Both ways are good. One's less technical than the other. What I would say is, if you're a bit uneasy on your feet and don't like heights, I would stick to this side of the wall until you get to the Walla Crag viewpoint, and then go over the stile and go up to the viewpoint that way. I'm going to go the footpath route, basically because I haven't done it for so long, and it's a bit more picturesque. You get more views. The wall route by the wall, you don't tend to get as much views because it's hidden by the wall. Okay, there's a cairn built here now, so you can see where the gate is in the snow. Right, so this is the wall route going on up that way, and we're going to go through this gate here and take the little, I wouldn't say it was less known, but probably less used. But again, you get stunning views if you go this way. Okay, coming up to almost the first viewpoint as well. You can see over in the distance some people on Walla Crag itself. Well, it's all Walla Crag, but Walla Crag viewpoint. And then you get this lovely wooded area. It's quite nice. Nice little place. This little viewpoint here. Let's just take a look at this inversion. Stunning. Okay, this is where it can be just a little bit uneasy on these steps here. Just take it down easy. Like I said before, if you do suffer from a bit of vertigo, just be careful around here, because there are some quite steep drops. Alright, this is the point where it always seems to be a little bit dodgy. You don't want to be going down into that gully there. Okay, so if you are coming along here, try not to come down this bit here, because you've got a drop there. I came across this bit here and then down. It seemed to be grippy enough, not too icy, but I could imagine it being quite icy. This one here, again, just go easy, and once you're through here, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking this top route. Seems to be fairly okay, not too greasy, and then we're down. Okay, this is this next technical section. These bits are always wet, so when it's cold they are icy. At the moment it tends to be alright. So you've got a little bit of a climb up here, and I'm going to just basically use these steps here, and that should be alright. There we go. Just hugging to the left there. Again, a bit of a drop down there. And then you can just walk on up to Walla Crag. It's A couple more steps up here and then we'll be at the top. Just a little bit of a rooty climb. I think I'll go off to the left here. It just looks a little bit easier. And then scoot over to the right, almost following where the water's coming from. Okay, this is not the main viewpoint of Walla Crag, but just as nice. And you can see the cloud inversion there. If you look back over to where we came from, the footpath's just literally along there. And again, the footpath up from Springs Road is there. Stunning. Okay, so I'll take you to the main viewpoint now. Again, you're going to get similar views, but if you're going over the stile from the wall, this is the viewpoint you'll come to. Just looking at this muddy path here, it shows that quite a few people come down here. I do prefer this route. If you can do this one, it's better, because you get all these little views and things like that. But if not, you still get the same sort of view on the top of Walla Crag. Okay, so just this little climb now, and it'll take you to the main viewpoint. Okay, so we're at the main viewpoint. I think this is where I have to get the drone out. going to do a circular route, but we're running out of battery on the camera, so we're just going to have to call it a day at that. So if you, what I'll do is I'll film as much as I can on the way down. If you're doing the over the wall, or the wall route, this is the style that you come across. It's quite an interesting design style, but it works. It's a bit muddy. Oh, there we go. Right, just another quick note. When you're coming down here, you're better off following the path that's further to the right, not the one by the wall. It gets a bit boggy down here. The one over to the right, albeit still boggy, it's less boggy. Okay, so I just jumped over that bog there. It is quite a hard packed bog. There is some soft areas, but it should be alright. And then just come back onto where the wall is, and then you can follow the wall down. So if you're doing an out and back, you know, you can do it this way, and it saves having to repeat your steps. You do get slightly different views. In summer, over there you can usually see Helvellyn. Okay, so that oh, static. Okay, so that was Walla Crag. Little guide of how to get up, or how I get up here. Some nice views up there as well today. You can usually tell if you're going to get some nice views. The good thing about Walla Crag is you can see it from most parts of Keswick if you know where to look, and you can judge what the weather's going to do. And because it's such an easy walk, you know, if it does get bad, you can just turn around and go back. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Come back another day. The fells are always here. Anyway, that's me, and I'll see you in the next one.